This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Okay, just let me know once you're able to see my screen. You able to see it?
Yes.
Okay. So in the past class, we have discussed about tables, application menus, application modules, how to create a table. Okay. So any questions before I proceed further and start today's topic? Iqbal, Jay, Swati, any questions?
No.
I'm good. Thank you.
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
No, Irfan, I don't have any questions.
Okay, perfect. So let's start. So I'm waiting for okay. So in the past class, we have discussed about how to create a table from scratch. Now we have seen if you want to take a table as an example or try to copy those fields of that table and create a new table with the fields which are existed in the other table. In that kind of scenarios, how can you able to do that? Okay, so let's proceed further. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let's reload again. Okay, so that's okay. Let me just okay. Now I'm going to follow the same process. So I'm going to tables and scroll down and go to system definition tables. Okay, so this is a table what exactly we have created in the last class, which is Apollo Healthcare. Now let me just create another table. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend a table, the new table from an existing table. Okay, the existing table is going to be task. So we have seen in the last class. So in the task table, we can able to see about 70 fields. Okay, so this is the task table. So I'm going to open this up. So if I'm going to scroll down and then here I can able to see there are almost 70 fields available in this table. So I want to copy these 70 fields from this table and I want to include in this newly created table. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another table. Any suggestions this time which table you want to create, any name, any application, anything?
Let's call it patient history.
Okay, so let's say patient history. Okay, the moment I'm going to click outside, the database name is going to be auto-populated. Okay, now each and everything I'm going to do same, but apart from this, so I'm going to extend it from the task table. Okay, now you can see there's a task table. Okay, so do you want to create a new module or do you want to add a new table? So I'm going to create a new module and I'm going to add this to a new menu, and that menu name is going to be patients database. Okay, so this is going to be the menu name of this table which I'm going to create. Now I'm going to scroll down. I'm not going to create any of the fields here. So, and here, as I told you, I'm going to explain this in this class. So do you want this table to be extensible? That means that do you want this table in the future can use a reference for another table? By using this table, they can able to create another table, just like the task table, because task is going to be an extensible table. But if you are going to search for another tables, you can able to find only 250 tables, but there are almost 3000 plus tables available in ServiceNow, but out of those only 250 tables are extensible tables. Okay, so do you want this table as extensible as well? And if you answer yes, I'm going to proceed further. And if you want live information, you can able to proceed. And auto numbering, I'm going to click auto numbering and I'm going to say patient history, ph, it is going to be 1000 and it is going to be 7. Okay, I do not want to create any roles, so I'm going to exclude this. And application access, I'm not going to do anything. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just creating this table. Okay, the only change I have done here is I have clicked the extensive table and I have selected the task table in here. Okay, so let's proceed further and
So one more thing that I want to ask you about this new menu name, because yesterday we created a menu
yes.
for the pre. So is it possible that this table should go under that menu?
Yep, that's possible. So if I'm going to click here instead of this, what is the table? What is the database? What is the name of the application menu?
I think Apollo something it called, right?
Hospital, I guess.
Apollo
Yep.
Hospital, yeah.
So if I'm going to create this, this will be created in this specific application menu. Okay. Do you want this or do you want me to create a new one?
So this could be a sub menu or sub option, right? Under that
No,
menu.
this will be under like this. So if I'm going to see report, report is an application menu, and
Okay.
import tables is an application module.
Okay.
Application module is nothing but the link to that specific tables. Okay, and I'm going to talk about that application modules in a couple of minutes. So it's better if I'm going to create a new one. Let's do
Okay.
that. So I'm going to create a new one, and then I'm going to create a database. So let's save it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, now the moment I'm going to save, let's see how many fields are going to be created in here. So now you can see, you can observe 70 fields has been copied from the task table, and remaining one field has been created by me, which is going to be the auto numbering. So if I'm going to see the auto numbering, okay, only this field is been created by me. All the other fields have been created by the system because I have given the reference as task table. Okay, so now if I'm going to open this specific table from here, so what is the table name? What is the application menu name?
So
There is
so can we add more columns in that table? Patient history. I'm just curious, that's why.
definitely you can do that. Okay,
Okay.
so you can see in the patient's database,
Yeah.
patient history is going to show up. Okay, and these are the fields available in this table if you're going to see. And if you're going to create a new record, you might see different types of fields available in this table. Okay, so you can see number, and we have given like PH, and then 7 digits starts by 1000. So this is going to be the naming convention, and all the other fields are going to be shown. And you can able to add or remove the fields according to your needs. In the later classes, we are going to talk about it. Okay, now let's understand more about application modules and application menus. Now we can see, if I'm going to type incident, you can see different types of application modules. So in the incident application menu, you can able to see different application modules like create new, assign it to me, open and assign, and all the stuff. So if I'm going to click on create new, a new record will be created in the incident table. Okay, so similarly, if I'm going to click on open, I'll be able to see the active records which are not being closed. And if I'm going to click on resolved, I can able to see the tickets which are in resolved state. And if I want to see the closed, I don't think there is a closed. Okay, if I want to see all or assigned to me, the incidents have been assigned to my name, I can able to see those. Okay, so in case your requirement in your company is to create application menu and modify application modules according to the needs, you can able to do it. So let's just like this. So search for your application menu, so which is going to be database, patients database. Okay, and there are two ways that you can able to edit it. See the pencil icon here. Okay, whenever you see pencil icon in ServiceNow, that's an edit option. Okay, so if you are going to click here, you will be redirected to the application menu directly. Okay, and if you do not want to go like this, you can able to type application menu. Okay, in the system definition, you can able to find application menus. Click over here, and if you're going to sort by recently updated, you can able to see the application menu. Open it. Okay, now you can see this is the application menu, and if you are going to scroll down, these are the application modules you are going to see. So let's take a requirement. I want, or let's say the client wants to see the application modules in patients database application menu. Okay, and what are those? If they want to create a new record, create new, and then if they want to see the let's say open records, and if they want to see the records which are resolved state and closed and work in progress and which are assigned to me, and what else, cancelled. Okay, so these are the different states available in this specific application. Okay, and then you want to use that, you can able to do that. So if I'm going to open this specific record, so let me just go for the patient database. What is the table name? Patients history. If I'm going to click here, and if I'm going to click new, I can able to see the record, and here you can able to see the state, and I want to create this one. Okay, I want to see the records which are in pending. Let me create a new record. Let me see how can we able to create a record. I'm going to use this one and say testing of creating a record. This is a sample. Test the record creation testing. Okay, and then I'm going to select the priority as 4, and then the parent is going to be this incident, this change request. Okay, now I'm going to click on submit. The moment I'm going to click submit, a new record has been created in the patient's history table. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I want to see the different application modules in the patient database application menu. So I'm going to click here, and then let me change what else we have. Open, let's add pending as well, or on hold. Okay, so these are the different application modules I want to create. So if I'm going to click on this application module, I want to redirect to the creation of new record. And if I'm going to click on this application modules, I want to see the open records which are active. And if I'm going to click on resolve, I want to see the resolved records of the table, and I want to see the closed records and incidents or records which are work in progress, records which are assigned to me, records which are cancelled. Apologies for the spelling mistakes. And